Christmas is in just 5 days, and today is my very first day of Christmas break. Man, I'm so glad I can just take a couple weeks off and rest and celebrate Christmas. Alright, so forget about Christmas. What the actual Alright, so I have no idea who could have possibly been the super hacker who somehow got all of this information out in December, but I am pretty sure that their account did get terminated. A lot of people were saying that these leaks were fake at first. I was actually one of them, but there's just way too much out there. Yes, some of the images are AI upscaled, and I'm aware of that, but the videos just could not possibly be AI. But starting off with our first animatronic, we have this mutant pumpkin guy with an axe. And we do have a video of him, so let's roll that. And like the rest of the lineup, as you'll soon see, this is just an amazing animatronic. I think it looks infinitely better than like Lantern Keeper we had last year, and what was that other one, Max Straw. I think it looks better than both those two. It has both like the moving head animation, and then it has a jump scare animation as well. His face just looks super menacing for some reason. I don't know, I really like this one though. Alright, quick disclaimer before we actually go over the other 15 or so animatronics. But I just wanted to say that none of these things are set in stone. This could be the entire lineup for Spirit, but it could also be a bunch of prototypes that will never get released. I highly doubt that. I think it's going to be prototypes that will be subject to change. Now that was the Party is Over clown. Yes, that's what it's called. And if anything's going to be changed, it's definitely that name. It is way too long and doesn't really make sense. And I guess he's pretty cool. I think we just seen this concept a little bit better done with Henry Hustle. The way the face splits, I think there's going to be a giant seam line there that's going to be very obvious, so it's not going to be as surprising. And the color scheme is alright, but I just think there's not a lot of contrast to it. I mean, it's unique, but it just doesn't pop as much as it should. Next we have the blood-covered Pennywise animatronic, and this is pretty crazy because this just got released very shortly after the finale of It Welcome to Derry dropped, in which you could see Pennywise, who was mostly covered in blood. We do have a very poor quality video of this one, but I'll still show it anyway. As you can see, there's definitely some movement going on with his arms, but you really can't see what's going on that much. But I guess this guy is alright. I think his face is a little messed up though. The teeth just don't look like his teeth in the shows or movies. It doesn't have like the buck teeth, you know what I'm talking about. But like, yeah, it's alright, I guess. Next we have this absolutely crazy mutant fly animatronic. At first I thought this guy was going to have a bit more movement, but it turns out it's only the wings that move. At least that's all you can see in this video, which kind of sucks. I was hoping that his mouth would move or something else like that. But you have to admit this thing looks super creepy. I think it looks even better than Wanda Webworth in my opinion, but it will definitely change if I see it in real life because I feel like it'll look a lot different. I mean, we don't even know the real height of this guy. Now we have a Nightcrawler reskin, like the very first Nightcrawler reskin, which is very surprising because Nightcrawler is an awesome animatronic with an awesome mech, but we have a clown version. Now I don't really know how I feel about like his face. I think it does look a little bit more goofy, but the costume and color scheme is awesome. I feel like he should have some blood on him, but other than that, I think he's pretty cool. Alright, now I think this one is called Slender Clown, but I'm not sure. I think that's what the video said. But it's a pretty cool one, I guess. I think it's more of a generic SVI clown, though. The animation isn't anything all that special. The only thing that I think is pretty cool is the face sculpt. It looks pretty menacing, but other than that, honestly, it doesn't look durable at all either. It's probably just an indoor rated SVI clown. Yeah, guys, we actually have a real Freddy Fazbear animatronic on the way. And the video just looks absolutely insane. It just feels way too good to be true, but here, check it out. That right there was just 6 animations on a licensed animatronic, which is basically unheard of because licensed animatronics, they already make the price point high, but having that much animation and also having such an advanced structure, it's just going to make the price absolutely skyrocket. And I'd say this is more impressive, even though it's not 10 feet, I'd say this is more impressive than the Squid Game doll. And the Squid Game doll ended up being $600 and only purchasable in select stores. This guy is awesome, don't get me wrong, but one of the two things is going to happen. Either like half of his animations and features are going to be cut due to manufacturing costs, or he's going to cost like a lot of money. Next, we have possibly the best Jason animatronic I've ever seen in retail, and I'd go as far as saying it's even better than the Jemmy one. It just looks awesome. Take a look. I mean, just the amount of movement on this guy is just amazing. He's got the full-on servo head, he has the waist tilting, and also that awesome slash at the end. That slash just makes it 10 times better. I could definitely see someone mistaking this for a guy in a mask just because of how good the movement is, and that is saying a lot. And this will just look so perfect in the camp theme. I really hope this is in the ISE. It better be. Because if Spirit was doing a camp theme and they didn't include Jason, it would just be a humongous fumble. Next, we have this giant dragon groundbreaker type thing. I don't really understand it. Maybe it's from something, but I really don't know what. But there is a video of this, so let's show that. I mean, I like the design and all that. I think the sculpt is really cool, but it would only really fit a very unique and specific theme, and it's not even that scary. I don't really like the jump scare animation. Next, we have the jaw-dropping zombie, and this guy is very similar to some other zombies like Bog Zombie in terms of animation, but it does have one extra unique twist. So yeah, it's jaw drops and also one of its eyeballs, which is pretty crazy. And as much as I really want to like this, and I do kind of, but I just have to admit that it kind of looks a little bit weird having the eyeball and the jaw hang by a string after it's dropped. And I know there really isn't any other alternative, but it just kind of takes away from the realism. But it's a really good concept, and it's a zombie animatronic instead of some clown, so I'm happy. We got a Xenomorph animatronic, and this is basically when I thought that the leaks were definitely not real, but it turns out that it is. But I feel like this is going to be kind of like the Demogorgon. It's another completely blow molded animatronic, and the animation is very similar, plus another thing, here I'll show the video. So yeah, it's actually got that second mouth that like comes out of the first mouth. It like shoots out, and the jaw even opens with it. It looks very realistic and accurate to the movies. I'd go as far as saying this is even better than the Demogorgon, but the only problem with saying that is the Demogorgon is $1,300. Yeah. Anyway guys, I'm going to end it right there for now. We still have much more to go over, and I will continue with the part 2 if this video reaches, say, 100 likes. And when I said there's stuff I missed in this video, I definitely wasn't lying, because there's other animatronics with videos, some never before seen concept art of other animatronics, and also a concept art of the theme. But in the meantime, just let me know down in the comments any theories you have on any of these animatronics, or what your favorite one is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Doom, out.